So far, you have done two very important applications. The first application, you simply brainstormed and came up with a list of box 3 ideas based on weak signals. The second application you did was you took your list of box 3 ideas and then scoped them out and narrowed down the list to your 3 favorite ideas. And for each one of those ideas, you also prepared a document which outlined, which kind of elaborated on the idea by talking about what's the customer problem, what is the business model you're going to use to solve that customer problem, what's the potential market size, and what are the capabilities that are needed. Now, let me tell you the next application. Now, the reverse innovation application is relevant only if one of the 3 box 3 ideas that you chose related to non-consumers in emerging markets. If you didn't have a box 3 idea that related to how to convert non-consumers into consumers in poor countries, then you don't need to do this application. If one of your box 3 ideas related to converting non-consumers into consumers in emerging economies, then really think about 2 other additional applications. The first is, take your box 3 idea that you came up with, which solves a customer problem in emerging economies, where a non-consumer has a problem, you're trying to solve that. Then ask yourself, can that solution, can that platform be migrated to other countries? So think of all the other emerging economies in which this particular breakthrough box 3 innovation platform could be migrated. Suppose you thought of a box 3 idea, say in India. Then you ask yourself, can this box 3 idea be moved to other emerging economies like China or countries in the continent of Africa? Then also, as a part of this, think about, can this platform be moved to rich countries? US, Western Europe. So the first part of the assignment is, think about, is the platform that you are building to solve a non-consumer in a single poor country, can it be migrated to other poor countries and perhaps even to rich countries? Then, as the second part of the assignment, think about, when you migrate this to other poor countries, do you need to make some modifications? After all, China and India may be called emerging economies, but there are vast differences between emerging economies. Therefore, you can't simply take a solution from India and put it in China. So what kinds of modifications are needed? Similarly, ask yourself, are there modifications needed when the platform from poor country migrates to a rich country? After all, there is going to be even more significant differences between poor countries and rich countries as compared to differences amongst countries which are all part of the emerging economy regime, if you will. So the first part of the assignment is, can you migrate this to other countries, both developing and developed? Second part of the assignment is, when you migrate it to other countries, what kinds of modifications you need to do to your business model? The reason why I'm asking you to think about this is, you don't want to really innovate just for non-consumers in a single emerging market. When you think of aggregate the consumers for the platform that you're building in one country across the globe, you're going to come up with a very sizable set of customers. Then really investing in innovation dollars has very high payoff given the scale. So I want you to complete all of this at an individual level, and that completes what you need to do to really generate ideas, scope out and select ideas, and ideas that are selected which are based on non-consumers in emerging markets, its applicability to other countries, which is the reverse innovation idea. So this concludes what you need to do at an individual level. This will really help you to anchor all the concepts that we have described so far, the best way for you to get learning in this program is to dirty your hand and spend time thinking about this concept in the context of your own organization.